Honey, honey, get the money, honey. Get the money, honey. Get the money, honey. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Christina L. Turner, Kingmaker, and I am so excited that you are here with me this Tuesday. And guess what? Today is my birthday. So I'm really excited about you tuning in to my YouTube channel. I am Christina L. Turner, and I am a serial entrepreneur. I have multiple businesses, and I have built businesses for other people, from nonprofits to for profits. I've written business plans, 501c3s, grants, you name it. I kind of done it when it comes to business. And I have a tax company, so we done taxes, all of that great stuff. So yeah, I know a thing or two about business. I want to just toot my own horn. Toot, toot. I've been in business, like I said, for 27 years and a couple of months. So I'm pretty excited. And the reason why that I have this YouTube channel is specifically for you. If you are a new entrepreneur and you need to know the steps on how to do certain things when it comes to your business, I'm the one to help you get there. I give you the information to get there. And you can get it from any other place on YouTube. There's so many other great YouTubers out there giving out the same type of information. But if I'm your girl, please follow and subscribe and share my information with anyone that you think that may need it. Okay, so we're going to get started. Last week, we had a collaboration with Miss Tanya Gill. Hello, Tanya. Thank you for being on the Kingmaker show right now, Christina L. Turner Kingmaker. I am excited. I was excited. We had such a great time and it was really fun. She has also been in business as long as I have. So you may want to take a look at that video, that collaborative video, where we talk about being entrepreneurs and how entrepreneurship sucks. So it was a really, really great video and we did have a great time. This week, we're going to get back on track and I want to speak to you about the Duns number. Yes, and I know you have heard of the Duns number before. And I know some of you also know that the Duns number is used for credit, to report your credit. And where do you get it? You get it through Duns and Bradstreet, which you can go to duns.com. You're able to get your own Duns number, and that will correlate with your EIN number. Now, remember a video before, the Tuesday before, I did a video on the EIN number where you can get that for free also at irs.gov. But this week, we're going to be talking about the Duns number. So I had to do some research because I knew that the Duns number just couldn't be for credit, for you to build your business credit. And do you know that you need that Duns number if you want to participate with government contracts? Now, listen, it kind of shocked me as well. I know about, some of the information, making sure that you have a SAMS number, but you can't get a SAMS number unless you have a DUNS number. And you can't get a DUNS number unless you have an EIN number. So with this DUNS number that you have that reports to the credit bureau about your credit history, and I'm not talking about your personal credit history, I'm speaking about your business credit history, which I had created a ebook that specifically speaks about how to get business credit. Now I'm going to offer it again, just the ebook portion of it for this particular video, because this is really how to set up your business credit. Okay, so you're going to use that DUNS number to call them, or you can get it through email, and you're able to submit your EIN number, and then DUNS will give you a number for your business. Now, remember, you need to make sure that your business status is the entity that it's supposed to be. Now, someone asked me a question, well, can I have a DUNS number if I'm a sole proprietor? You absolutely can. You can have a DUNS number if you're a sole proprietor and you need to register your business as a sole proprietorship with your DUNS number. Now, remember when we spoke about the EIN number, that you can only have one EIN number as a sole proprietorship. So if you're going to have multiple businesses, you can't do it as a sole proprietor anymore. Either that business has to be an LLC, LLP, LP, S Corp, or C Corp. Okay, so let's get into it about this DUNS number. The DUNS number, which is issued to you, yes, you will use it for credit. And preferably your creditors will report your information when you're building business credit. Your creditors will report that information to DUNS using your DUNS number and your EIN number. They are connected together when it comes to your business. Now, if you're going to go for government contracts, and as if like we have went for government contract, your DUNS number is needed in order to get a SAMS number, which is what I will be talking about next week, about the SAMS number and all the intricate pieces that goes in with SAMS number. Because even though these numbers are free to obtain, there's a different legwork that needs to be done. So with your DUNS number, you want to make sure that your DUNS number, your EIN number, and your business structure is correlated together. So if you're going to be a sole proprietorship and you got your EIN number with your sole proprietorship status, you want to have your DUNS number as a sole proprietorship status. If you're going S corp or any other type of entity, you need to make sure. Now, here's the thing. If you change the status of your business, let's say that you started your business as a sole proprietorship, and then you decide, you know what, I really want to be classified as an S corp because I get more tax break as an S corp versus me just being a sole proprietor. Okay, so you do pay less taxes in different various corporate status, and we can get into that later. So if you're going to do that, let's say that you're changing, you want to go from being a sole proprietor to an S corp. What you need to do with that EIN number, you're definitely going to have to let the IRS know that you are no longer a sole proprietor, that you are now identifying yourself as an S corp or what other entity that you want to do. You want to make sure that that correlates with that. And then if you've already had your DUNS number, you need to make sure that you reach out to DUNS either through email or through a phone call and tell them that your entity status has changed. The reason for this is what can happen when it comes to your business credit. If your entity status does not match up with your DUNS number or your EIN number, you will not be able to get credit, and it will take much longer for you to get credit. And you'll be trying to figure out, well, why did they deny me credit? Well, they denied you credit because your entity status is different. So in your application, let's say that you're a sole proprietor, as I stated before, and you tell DUNS, well, no, I'm a corporation, but it's not registered as a corporation. It will hinder you from getting credit because DUNS will have on record that you are a sole proprietor. So you need to make sure that you change that. The same thing if it comes to changing the name. Now listen, if you change the name of your business after you get your EIN number, you're gonna have to get a new EIN number. The IRS is being a little bit more strict than they were before. So if the name is changed, let's say for instance, you are Ring Light, your Ring Light, that's the name of your company is Ring Light. Okay, so Ring Light Company as a sole proprietorship, but now you want to identify yourself as a S corporation. So you want to be able to call the IRS with that same EIN number and say, listen, now my company is a corporation. I am now Ring Light Incorporated, right? And IRS goes, okay, they're going to tell you a form that you need to do. You're going to have to send an 8832, fill all that out in regard to changing the name, far as the last portion, your corporate identity, your company identity, and what it should be. And they can date it back up to 5 years. Okay, you can date back your status up to 5 years. So some of you who have been operating the business already, and you've been operating as a sole proprietorship, you can change your corporate status identity up to 5 years. Okay. And then what you want to do, you want to reach out to DUNS and you want to tell them, I'm not a sole proprietor any longer. I am a corporate. company. And they're going to ask you which company, what type of corp are you, a S corp or you a C corp? And whatever you gave the IRS is to make the status of your company, that's the same status that you will get with your DUNS number. Another thing too, your DUNS number is correlated too to your bank account, believe it or not. The bank, when you're opening up a business bank account, yes, you do need an EIN number, but you also want to make sure that they have your DUNS number as well. Some banks ask for it and some banks do not. So you want to make sure that you have everything together. And then when you're opening up these accounts, when you're opening up a business bank account, you want to make sure you have a copy of all of your paperwork. Okay, so whatever your new registration is in regard, because they're going to run it through the database, make sure that you register your business with the state. I know a lot of people have not done that before, and we didn't think that it was necessary. I know in the beginning, I did not think it was necessary either to register my business with the state. If it was an LLC, of course, but if an S corporation, I didn't think that I needed to do that, and I didn't think I need to do that as a sole proprietor. But you do. You want to make sure that even if you're operating as doing business as, that your business is registered with the state. And depending on the state that you live in, sometimes registering that business can be $100 up to $300 or maybe more or less. So you need to check with your state to find out what is the fee just to register your business. And it does not have to be an LLC. What's going to happen is when you register that business with the state, they're going to make sure that you can have a registered agent. You can be your own registered agent. You can assign that for yourself when you don't have to pay for someone to be your registered agent unless the state requires it. If you're in the state of Georgia, they don't require it. You could be your own registered agent. If you're in the state of Texas, you need to have a separate registered agent for your business, okay? All right, so this DUNS number is very powerful. Now, like I said, you're gonna need it to go to apply for a SAMS number. You're gonna need your EIN number and your DUNS number to apply for a SAMS number, which we'll get into next week. But right now, what you can do, make sure that your paperwork is together. And then when you register for your DUNS number, which is free, they're going to ask you if you want to sign up for any services. You do not have to sign up for any services whatsoever. You can just make sure that you have all your paperwork together, as I stated before. Get your DUNS number and make sure you keep it in a safe place. So that's all information that I have today in regard to the DUNS number. I hope that you're able to acquire your DUNS number. If you have any questions, make sure that you can email me at Christina at info@ChristinaLTurner.com. Or you can go to www.ChristinaLTurner.com for any type of consulting services. If you need any consulting, if you need help with your paperwork, please let me know. We are be happy to help you at info@cturnertaxservices.com to make sure that your tax paperwork is all together. And we'll also be able to do your taxes as well. So you go one place at one time. Easy breezy, no issues. Again, my name is Christina L. Turner, Kingmaker. Please subscribe, share, and like our video, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Be safe out there.